Is Wednesday Addams just another quirky teen? Or is she Hollywood's latest way to make you love darkness? Like this dance was so popular, literally. Like, what the hell? What the hell? He keeps looking up. That poor boy. Like, does this look normal to you? Really? Like literally, the way she keeps looking up, right? It's it is done in rituals. It's crazy because when you speak about it, people think you're crazy. But like Jesus said, if the world hates you, remember that he hated me first. And when you talk, the people think that you are crazy. So it is what it is. Like how she's looking up, right? When people want to invoke, especially principalities and demons, they look up to open themselves up for it. And that's how I feel like she was doing. And later, we're going to make a video on Gina Ortega herself and what she said about filming. Because it's just crazy. I really believe that she was possessed by that spirit of Wednesday to act her that well because it was so crazy, the acting, the dance moves. And it's been said that people who have encountered demons, that's how they dance in such weird, quirky ways. So the whole plot in season one, she was raised in a family that celebrates darkness, death, psychic visions, those kind of things, and they make it seem as good. And people who are against them are the bad ones. And of course, they really celebrate revenge too. In fact, they glamorize it. It happened when, what was the name? Her brother Pugsley was being bullied, and I hate that. Nobody deserves to be bullied, right? I was bullied, and no. But she, what was her revenge? To take it to the fullest extent. She saw him in the locker, and she was like, "Who did this to you?"
I want names. Don't know who they were.
And then she went to the swimming team because they did that. And guess what? She put piranhas in the pool. And she was so happy. She was like, mm-hmm. Like, look. What? Like, literally, that's so demonic. And when she got expelled, guess what? The parents were like, oh, why would you do that? Don't you know it's attempted murder? What is that going to say on your record? Just like that I failed to get the job done.
Attempted murder charges. How would that have...
Terrible. Everyone would know I failed to get the job done.
I mean, some of the lies are actually funny. They're actually funny to me, but no. What? And the parents do not even shout on her or anything. They believe that going to the highest level of, well, getting revenge is, well, basically I will do to you what you do to me. An eye for an eye, that kind of thing. But if you do an eye for an eye, everybody in the world will get handicapped, right? And even in the Bible, people be like, oh, it's in the Bible, whatever. That was for the law. Like if you steal somebody's goat, you have to replace the goat back to them. Basically, that was it. Even Jesus himself said that when somebody slaps you, tell the other chicken, let them slap. Do not take revenge. Let God avenge for you. Girl was traumatized. She was raised in a very spiritually twisted household. It had literally become their value, seeing this darkness as fun or quirky or just the way they are. And everybody else is looking down on them or everybody else does not understand. But God says have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. Because she was really isolated. Nobody wanted to be friends with her. I think in her old school and even the new school, she felt like left out, like she didn't belong. So because of that, she used it to tend to control and revenge, and even started to be very fascinated with the occult. Because I feel like she was seeking answers. Her mom or her dad was said to have murdered somebody, and she was seeking answers. So that opened the door to find out the truth. And she had this psychic visions, right? Psychic visions to be able to see what was going to happen. And we call this the gifts of the spirit, prophecy or word of knowledge. God has given those gifts to people, but then Satan will use those same gifts to twist it in the form of mediums, in the form of psychics. But you don't know, it's a gift, but the devil would use demons and familiar spirits around you. Like if you go to a psychic, for instance, how does the psychic know? Because the familiar spirit following you lets them know everything that is going on about you and what is going to go on, because the familiar spirit will let it happen. Like the psychic is going to be like, oh, you're going to get into an accident. How will it happen? The familiar spirit will cause it to happen because the familiar spirit is already always around you. That's why you have to break and bind those spirits. And do not open yourself to those kind of things that are called the Ouija boards and things like that. Because doing all those kind of things opens yourself to the spiritual realm. And the spiritual realm is either you're on God's side or the enemy overtake you. It's point blank period. It's either good or there's evil. There's no middle ground like the Disney and these kind of Hollywood films like to blur it. The enemy likes to exploit wounds and trauma, trying to let people find power outside of God. Yeah, I felt like she was coping a lot with sarcasm. Like all those sarcastic words, it's a way to prevent yourself from being vulnerable. And I used to do that a lot too. Like I would be sarcastic, passive aggressive, or even funny so that I'm not able to show myself as much to people. Yeah. She was so walled off that she was unable to form healthy interdependence because you cannot just be independent all the time. We have to rely on other people. But she was so walled off, she couldn't rely on other people because other people were unsafe. Calling upon her ancestors, all those ancestral worship, they make it seem as trendy and good to do. The ancestor was called Goody or something, was killed for being a witch, even though she was not a witch. They really bring all those concepts up to make it seem like they were the good ones. And of course, some of them were not actually witches, right? They were killed. But they're anything to do with ancestral worship, like Saul did with the witch of Endor. It's wrong because it's not really through your ancestors, but the demons that would behave like your ancestors. And because they were with them all throughout their lives, familiar spirits, they know everything about them. So you think it's your grandmother or somebody you love, but then it's demons just impersonating her to send you into a very dire end. And I feel like this Hollywood people, they use beauty a lot because Jenna Ortega is so pretty. It makes you be like, oh, I want to be like her. I want to do what she's doing. She's popular, she's pretty, and she's making this thing out to be good and trendy. So let me follow her. The devil will come to you as an angel of light and make good evil and evil good. That's why we have to be open our eyes. We have to be vigilant because the devil comes around like a roaring lion looking for somebody to devour. And don't let that be you guys. Don't let these Hollywood movies and these it girls turn you into somebody that you've never expected to be. You can be strong, you can be powerful with God without partnering with the same darkness that wants to destroy you. Because God only wants good for you and not evil. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in our next video.
God wants someone to know that He is about to turn that negative situation into the biggest blessing in your life. You're going to have to trust Him.